Hello, this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. Today we're doing algebra and we're going to be doing substitution for pronumerals. So we're going to do some questions with diagrams here to start with. Billy puts n jelly beans in each bowl. So here are 3 bowls and there would be n jelly beans in each one. We don't know how many jelly beans n represents. It could be 2 jelly beans, it could be 100 jelly beans. So we just write n because we're not sure at this stage. For part A, it says write an expression for the total number of jelly beans in the bowls above. So if I have 3 bowls with n jelly beans in each one, we could write that as 3n. Okay, part B is where we get to the substitution part. We want to draw a diagram to show what happens when n is equal to 4. Okay, so we actually have a value here for n. We want to do this with a diagram though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw through my 3 bowls here again. 1, 2, 3 bowls. And remember that we have n jelly beans in each one. But we're told that n is actually equal to 4. So we could draw 4 jelly beans. I'm just going to draw little circly oval things there. So 4 jelly beans in each one. Okay? So that means we can actually work out the total number of jelly beans that we have. We have 4 here, and another 4 here, and another 4 here. Remember, we actually had an expression up here that was 3n. All we really need to do is go 3 lots of 4 because each one has 4, which would tell us that we have a total of 12 jelly beans. Okay, so 3n, if I'm given a value for n equals 4, I can substitute the 4 in for the n. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. So that is the process of substitution for pronumerals. Let's do that again for question 2. The diagram shows 2 bowls where there is k number of jelly beans in each bowl. So we're using k for our pronumeral this time. Plus we have 5 extra jelly beans over here. Write an expression for the total number of jelly beans. Well, we have 2k jelly beans in the bowl, plus we have an extra 5 jelly beans sitting out on the side. Part B says, what is the total number of jelly beans if k is equal to 9? So we're not going to draw a diagram of it, we're going to substitute. We want to put the 9 in where the k is. We do need to use a times sign though. So remember that this means 2 times by k, and we just shorten that to 2k. When we substitute into it, we need to write the times sign. Otherwise, it would look like 29 because we would have no times sign in between. So 2k is 2 times by 9. We're substituting into here. Plus we have an extra 5 jelly beans. Okay? If we work that out, we get our total number of jelly beans. So 2 times 9 is 18, plus 5 more means that there is 23 jelly beans. So in question 3, we're going to practice the substitution part of what we've been doing in these questions. So for each of these, we're going to use x is equal to 6. Okay, so for the expression 5x minus 8, substitute in that x is equal to 6. So 5x means 5 times x. So I will write 5 times by, instead of the x, I will change it. I will substitute it to be 6. So that's 5x minus 8. Okay, that's my substitution working. Then we need another line, so equals to do the calculation. 5 times 6 is 30. Subtract 8 makes 22. I'll show you that again in 3 part B. We want to substitute that x is equal to 6 into this expression. So 4x will be 4 times by, instead of x, we put 6, all over 3. Once we have done the substitution, then we can calculate it. 4 times 6 is 24, and 24 divided by 3 makes 8. Okay, so that's what we need to do today for substitution. Time for you to practice. So these questions are very similar to the ones that I've just shown you. Pause the video, give these questions a go, and then restart to see how you've gone. Question 1. Laura has y jelly beans in each bowl plus 2 extra. Write an expression for the total number of jelly beans. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bowls, which means she has 4 times y, 4y, jelly beans in bowls, plus 2 extra ones. Part B says, draw a diagram to show what happens when y is equal to 5. So we have our 4 bowls, 1, 2, 3, 4. And inside each bowl we have 5 jelly beans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus, don't forget our 2 extra ones out here. Okay, so there's our diagram. 4 bowls with 5 in them and 2 extra. Part C, find the total number of jelly beans. We have got 4 times y, but y is equal to 5. So 4 times 5 plus an extra 2 jelly beans. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 22 jelly beans altogether, which you could count one at a time in here if you wanted to. Part 2, question 2, is our substituting straight into our expressions. This time we're using h is equal to 3. So in this first expression we have 8h. That's 8 times by h, so we want to put 8 times by 3 because h is equal to 3. 8 times 3 is equal to 24, and that's the answer. For expression B, we have h plus 1 on the top, and that needs to be divided by 2. So let's substitute into that. H is equal to 3, so we're going to have 3 plus 1, all divided by 2. Okay, so we need to get the order of operations right when we're doing these. So because this has to all be divided by 2, we have to do the addition first. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. And C, we have 7h minus 10. This is 7 times h, so we can write that as 7 times by 3 minus 10. Okay, then we calculate 7 times by 3 is 21. Subtracting 10 off that will give us 11. Hopefully you got those answers. That's it for today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.